Come on.
Okay, so what?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my mind palace.
God damn.
Bye.
Where you three are the special guests.
Take it down, Dr. Lecter.
Yeah. We're done here. No, thank you.
Yeah, I didn't RSVP, so I'm just not coming.
Yeah. If I mind palace on an invitation, I would have said nah.
Good,
Hey,
delicious water.
Just a heads up there, guy recording. That chomping ice really comes across well on the audio.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Misophonia is a thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Real
So,
sharp.
It's going to look. It's ASMR.
no, it
Listen
is
to me.
sonically challenging.
Listen
I
to Chase
will
Lawrence crunch. Listen to Chase Lawrence crunch the good
and
ice.
destroy the enamel of his teeth. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
first off, those little cube-shaped ones, not cube-shaped ones. I don't know my basic shapes. Cylinder-shaped ones. Those are specifically designed to be chewed on. That's why it's the good ice.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't care what kind of ASMR. I'm out because I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Look, some people listen to really loud sounds and it gives them a big old boner. And who are we to judge?
Me. I'm me, and I'm allowed to judge them.
Usually try not to yuck people's yums, but hey, whatever. I mean, I guess it ain't hurt nobody.
But if someone's gonna be like, "Ooh, Chase, I want you to take this high-end recording equipment and shove it up against your mouth while you bite into things,"
Please don't.
It's like this is.
Was that like you're gonna keep eating ice? What is this leading to? I just
It's
asked.
intermittent ice eating.
Up here comes the ice.
Oh Christ, don't.
No,
Thank you.
Here's the thing. One last thing, and I guess we'll move on. The new headphones I got. I kind of forget that they are a lot clearer than when I had the cords, because I could just cover that up when I wanted to chew ice or whatever. It's kind of wide open.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
So, where were we? Just a real quick catch up. Where were we last time with our session zeros?
I think we were all being herded towards Riverbend.
Yes.
The troop of 15-ish guards was supposed to be taking some sort of prisoner toward the capital.
Sarah's cat showed us her parts.
She did. I tried
to
save her from
Despite Sarah's desperate pleas,
Yes.
desperate but quiet pleas.
I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. My week has been long enough where that's about the only thing I remember.
That's it. I mean, it was pretty memorable, to be fair. So
yeah. Hilarious. And then we all just kind of got shoehorned into that. Willingly shoehorned, I guess.
Yeah, shoehorned and railroaded and just forced to go on the adventure, because let me tell you, I hate it when people are like, "Hey, we're going to do a session zero," and we're just not going to acknowledge that, the DM or GM has clearly laid us all out in adventure, and we're just going to make this about us. I mean, about me right now and only me, and I'm going to derail it. So I appreciate y'all not doing that.
I roleplayed to not participate in the
I was literally in a prison. What was I gonna do? Like, well, time for more prison things.
you had to take some hits. You got to talk to the boy who
was a satyr gonna come to me in the night and reveal it turns out I'm actually a princess of a distant fairyland.
Yes.
You are the chosen king of the fairies. But you're incarcerated, and there's nothing they can do. But they got a good lawyer for you.
I was about to say, the fairy ship's a damn good lawyer.
Yeah, I bet you they know contract law backwards and forwards.
It's like, they might not be able to get you out scot-free, but they'll at least get you a reduced sentence.
Yeah. They can work some law magic.
So, pretty much we are now on the railroad that we keep talking about. Specifically this camp. You guys met it in Riverbend. Sarah, you rolled in maybe a couple of days ago, or rather Maeve. Votrik, you rolled in a little bit longer. You've been basically just kind of chilling out at the local inn. Fortunately, it's not on your dime at the moment. So, they've got it covered. That being said, when you see the wagon rolling down the road, you start to feel a bit of relief because they only covered you for, a certain amount of days. After that, you're going to have to pay out of pocket. And how many brass pennies did you have starting off? 2 brass.
So I was really sweating it towards the last day.
Wait a minute. How am I richer than you?
Well, right now, you technically don't have anything.
Well, yeah, I know that.
But on paper.
Yeah. Well, you got to spend money to make money. That's how Votrik looks at things. He's got a good thing. He's got a good thing coming on. He's invested in this GameStop thing. It's going to roll in.
It's going to keep going up. There's no way this can fail.
Yeah, it's going straight to the moon any minute now. But no. Well, that's the thing. It's like, you figure you're good enough with the bartender and the innkeeper at this point that you could probably maybe crash in the common room for a brass penny, but after that, you might have to beg for them to sleep in the alleyway. But
maybe a hay pile.
Yeah, a beautiful manger with a little tiny dwarf who can't hear shit in there. But no, down the road, you do see it coming. Tolbo, it's not comfortable for you, buddy. It's bumpy.
Assume not.
Yeah, it's bumpy. It's got like a really rickety wooden cage pretty much over you. Armed guards, mostly with swords. You see a few with rifles, actual flintlock rifles, muskets, some would call them. But it's you and a couple of prisoners. You're not cuffed, but your hands are bound. And one of them looks like a pretty old guy. Beard's down to his chin. One of his eyes is just slashed over. You don't know. That is an old wound. And he just looks over at you and he goes, "That's what you in for?"
He keeps looking forward.
He goes, regular old Billy Badass, huh? All right, well, we'll see what it's like when you get to the gallows, huh? And he just starts chuckling. Meanwhile, Maeve, as you see it kind of rolling down towards you, you notice obviously the townsfolk, they're getting kind of excited. Big caravan coming through. It's going to draw attention. You are in a fairly small group of people who broke away from the army camp.
Mm-hmm.
Doris did kind of join along with you though. She was, not necessarily for the whole ride, but she figured she could tag along in for a little bit.
Okay.
You were outside of the inn that Votrik is in. I'm assuming Votrik is looking from his widow's balcony longingly at the caravan, so he doesn't have to pay for a room.
Oh, at long last, my prince has come.
So it rolls up, and a big, sturdy man, hops off of the carriage and walks up, and he pulls out a big sheet. He goes, "All right, first things first, we are looking for anybody representing the Dwarven Kingdom of," when do we come up with the name for that again? Stone Solace. We need any government officials for Stone Solace, and we will begin applications for anyone seeking any kind of employment until we get down here. We are looking specifically for extra guards, anyone with any kind of food preparation experience. You, young lady, speak up.
Yep, I been cooking for the war camp for a while now, so.
Which war camp?
The one that's like a couple miles that away with the big war.
Flex your imagination. I believe in you.
Oh shit! I don't. Names are my absolute worst. Don't ask me to name shit, dude.
Okay,
I don't know.
U with an umlaut, RST. Brigade, the worst brigade.
Oh god. Straight off, sir.
I like it. He goes, I used to serve with Captain Roderick back in the day.
Is that the one with the eyeball?
No, that was a sergeant. It's just, honestly, you can pretend like
don't.
you don't know. You can just be like, yeah, Captain Roderick.
Sure, yeah.
And he then I assume Votrik, you approached him, showed him your proper documentation.
He walks.
Hello.
Yeah, but Votrik's going to come through the crowd with his hand raised, trying not to look too excited, but obviously just a little more excited than he would be. He's like, yes, me. I am a representative of the Dwarvish Kingdom. Votrik.
He goes, people, get out of the way. Let the elderly dwarf come through.
the what now, dwarf?
He goes, I'm just making sure you got some room, sir. Anyways, you were saying.
As I was saying, my name is Votrik Duskspine. I'm a representative of the Dwarvish Kingdom. I'm here to help escort your envoy, and I'm at your service.
he starts going, well.
Sir, hold on, one second. And he pulls out his little horn, and then starts pointing out like this is 9 degrees.
He goes,
Say again.
He goes, I'm sorry, sir. I am honored to have you with us.
Oh, the honor is all mine.
he just starts to go that poor man. How many more decades does he have? He
hears none of that.
Too much
He's
longer.
a dwarf a lot.
Okay, so yeah, you two can mingle. You can. It's up to you. You got a little bit of time to kill before they start to like.
How tall is Votrik again?
He is 4'10" and 156 pounds.
A little stout boy.
Stout boy. Oh my goodness.
Little stout boy.
Well,
so Votrik's gonna walk around and look around at kind of what he's got going on, the guards and stuff. And he's gonna see Maeve, and he's gonna kind of. Well,
yes. Can I help you, bud?
Are you one of the guards?
No, I'm here to help make food, and I guess if anybody skins their knee, tend to it. So if you, I don't know, if you need any food and need any grub, let me know.
Yeah.
What's your deal? What are you here to do exactly?
He's gonna get his neck, ruffle, and he's gonna kind of flick it like this. He goes, "I'm Votrik Duskspine, envoy." And he kind of holds his hand out.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Maeve.
Oh, the honor is mine, Maeve. Will you be accompanying us the whole trip?
I suppose so. At this point, I'm just sort of just seeing where things take me. Just so. What about you? Are you headed the whole way to the capital?
The whole way. It's my duty to see this whole endeavor through and through, and I'm very excited to have you along.
All right. Well, it'll be interesting. I haven't had a lot of chance to meet with your people in my travels, so it'll be neat to hear about y'all's deal.
Yes, it was a great deal to come here. I profited very greatly from this deal.
Perfect. Awesome.
Meanwhile, over at the what's the freaking word I was looking for? Carriage? Yeah, carriage. Over at the carriage, that's been turned into
the prison wagon.
Yeah, the prison wagon.
Paddy wagon.
The paddy wagon. No, the dainty carriage with the silver lining that they keep the prisoners in.
I forgot.
You have an envoy.
I forgot to mention I'm in for tax evasion, so they know I'm not getting out on good behavior, really.
The back of the door opens up, and just a really just a really big, 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 just a really b young fella. He looks at you guys like you can tell maybe he's not overly familiar with the whole thing, and he's mostly trying to look more tough than he really is. He goes, "All right, you lot, get out."
He Tolbo stands up. Am I shackled? What am I?
I think you're tied.
Arms are.
Okay,
So you basically had a thing running underneath the wagon that they just basically which freed your legs, but your arms are still bound.
All right. So with my arms bound, I kind of lumber over to it and hop down. My husky frame making the wagon kind of shake just a little bit as I get to the door. And I have a fairly longer beard than you think I should. Like, I'm very unkept. I've just kind of let all the hair in the beard, and it's all white. So.
Yeah, you walk by and you just see him just like kind of curl his upper lip, like implying that you stink. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, but you can tell this is more just like him just being an asshole.
I don't even pay attention to him. I happen to notice on my left as I look over, I see the dwarf walking away, and in my mind I'm like, dwarf. But then like I notice Maeve, and I just kind of like, if she happens to get that feeling that someone's watching her, because like if you turn around, you'll just see me with my jet black eyes just staring at you.
So Maeve, why does it feel like somebody's watching you?
I don't know. There's just sort of, it's a
Childhood
little eerie.
trauma.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and then the intensity of this dude's look, I think I might go a little deer in the headlights for a second. Just be like, I have no idea what I'm looking at here.
Tolbo, I need you to roll awareness with a plus 20 disadvantage.
Okay. Let's see. Now, remind me on rolling again. What is
okay, so you roll a D100.
Yeah.
Do you have awareness?
I do not.
Okay, so just roll your perception. Do you have scrutinize?
No, I do. No, I have rumor, not scrutinize.
Okay.
So I'm
I'm
rolling for my perception, but I'm adding plus 20 to whatever I roll.
Yeah, but I was just seeing if here's the other thing you can do. It's like in Hunter how you can use your primary attributes, but if you feel like any of your skills can be applicable, run them by me, and you're welcome to. And also, just remember, you guys have your 4 fortune points for the game.
Right.
You can re-roll a roll.
No, I'll just roll.
Okay.
That's going to be 26 plus 20. That's a 46. And my perception's 48.
Oof.
Okay.
That is a success. So yeah, you're going over, just kind of looking, seeing the typical rabble that comes to kind of mockingly watch you guys for cheap entertainment. It's like, ooh, the convicts, the Walking Dead men, whatever have you.
That sounds like it'll be a shitty TV show.
Right, I think Prison Break is going to be a much better show.
Oh God, does the guy behind me have an intricate map all over his body?
Oh yes.
Interesting.
So, but no, you're looking at the rabble that usually comes. You do, however, see a face that shouldn't look familiar, because you got in fairly. Not you weren't terribly old when you first got incarcerated, were you? You were like 14, something like that. You're still just a baby. But her eyes do catch your attention, specifically the scar that's just at the corner of her right eye right there. That looks very familiar. A face you haven't seen in a long time, but you can't make it out entirely because that's pretty much the only detail of her face you can make out. But she's watching you intently. You make a mental note of it?
I make a note of it, but I don't focus my attention on her.
Okay. So, the man leading this whole thing, he goes, all right, since you've all signed on to it, I figure it's in your best interest that you know what exactly it is you guys will be moving. Among a bunch of assets, money for the king, certain tribute, a little bit of trade. Our biggest thing right now is, and he motions over to the really scraggly looking men that are lined up next to him, is prison transport. These men are exceedingly dangerous and should not be trusted. That being said, as long as you don't interact with them, you're going to be safe. Our guards are watching them constantly. So don't mind them. You're basically here to make sure that we get to eat and are taken care of.
That cat agrees.
Yes, take care of me, please.
Afterwards, the group kind of disperses, and the captain, he walks up to you, Votrik, and kind of leans down. He doesn't lean down condescendingly, who's that?
Take a knee. Hey, little fella.
Honestly, yeah, he does take a knee to kind of look at you more evenly without bending over.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes, "You, sir, need not worry about any of that, though. You are going to be in the front caravan the front of the caravan with the rest of us, along with the best guards. If I'm protected, you're going to be protected."
Wonderful. Well, I've known to get in a scrap or two myself in fair. Okay, I am Dorvish after all, but I appreciate the reassurance.
he goes, and I'm sure back in your younger days you got in fights all the time. So, but trust me, you're going to be perfectly safe.
Yes, my younger days that it doesn't matter. I understand. I know.
Here's my question. Are you aware that you look substantially older
than
you really are?
No. Okay. He literally just doesn't get why people always say things like that. He just thinks it's because he's Dorvish. He hasn't had a lot of exposure to humans. So people say things like that. It's it just must be because I'm Dorvish, and they think that's how it is.
It's because I'm 50, and their weird human brains don't understand that that's kind of young for me.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So, sir, explain to me, because I was sitting here kind of on a whim quickly, honestly, without not a lot of information. For the Dorvish Kingdom, I'm here to assist you in what exactly do you want me to do here? What is...
And he goes, "Oh, you've misunderstood, good sir. You don't need to assist us with anything. We are protecting you. That's what the kingdom's paying us for.
You don't need me."
He goes, "You're an envoy. You're doing your job just by surviving and making sure that we don't go to war and stuff."
Well, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to make sure that you didn't need my assistance in any way like that. But that sounds great.
And we wouldn't want to ask anybody of your of anyone of your experience to get their hands dirty or anything. So you just let the more physically stronger younger guys take care of things.
Yes, yeah, the stronger man, just the stronger man.
He goes, "Clear the way, boys. Give the gentleman some room to walk as you leave."
Oh my God! It's funny. Just side note, I was looking at the choice of trappings, and if he would have picked a walking cane, it would have been so much worse. You could pick a rapier, throwing knives, or a walking cane. Pick the walking cane, that would have been.
You're like, sir, let me
it's
hold
more
your
of a status
your
symbol.
arm here.
Yeah. I don't really need it. It's just part of the get up.
Let him keep his pride. It's okay. We'll just. Oh.
Well, we will cut the recording there and move into the next one.